Welcome back to my garage. Back from vacation. I've picked up some race fuel, Sunoco Supreme 115 octane. Also my tires have arrived. 2.5 inch wide tires, rated S, that's 180 kilometers an hour, 100 miles per hour, no, 110 maybe. The beautiful parts from DeWoody are here. So that's the head tube and the bearing box for the rear pulley. Really nice parts. Thanks, man. Thanks, DeWoody. There's a link in the description to his YouTube channel and Instagram. Go check it out. Really nice. Thanks, man. Let's see here. I received a fuel tank. That's 1.3 liters. That's more than enough for the duration of runs we are going to do. Oliver Scullion has sent me the card he's lending me. If you've been watching the channel, this one is familiar to you, because that's the one I used the last time the SPX was running. I really like it, really like how it tunes, and I really like the design with the super thin flat slide. So yeah, that's back. And it's immune to vibration, and that's the big reason I'm running it, because my engine has a tendency to vibrate and foam up the float pole. I've received some belts and a few circlips, not that exciting. Let's see here, new pistons from Emot Racing. These are a special coated piston. I ordered the body kit PE65, I think it's called, which I've been running up until now. But he gave me these, which are they have a slightly thinner piston ring and a thick coating. It should be great. I paid for the cheaper ones and got these ones. So thanks, Emot Racing. I'll talk more about the pistons and stuff when I assemble the engine. Got some grips. These are BMX grips, Cult Vans BMX grips. I really like them because they're soft and yeah, and some bar ends. Got red because that's what was in stock. That's going on the clip-ons, which haven't arrived yet. But now it's time to just start cutting up the plates and building the frame. I forgot to mention, check out speedofcheeseracing.com. Thanks for the shirt, Mark. I'll show them the back here too. Mark Atkinson is the guy who designed and machined these beautiful pistons, which I will be talking more about and showing more of when I assemble the new engine. So those are for the new engine with the 100% of bore exhaust port. Yeah, okay, let's get at it. 2 days later, run out of SD card space and battery, but I kept on working, and I'll show you in a second what I've done. But now I'm on my way to Per Henrik, who's been helping out with building the rear swing arm, or rear stay for the bike. Been experiencing some difficulties with the welding. This alloy doesn't seem to cooperate. We're not sure what kind of alloy it is. It's just what's available locally. So we're scrapping the plan, and plan now is to build it out of steel. And you can see here that I have the rear part of my old BMX bike, and we're going to use that as a starting point and extend it and weld on the mounts and stuff. Should be plenty strong and perfect for the application.
Det gikk bra i starten, men så avtok det litt.
Just picked up the swing arm from Per. He did a great job of welding it together. We just tacked it when I was there last time, so it looks great. It has pinched a bit here, so the measurement is not 52 millimeters between the plates anymore, but 49.5. So I don't think that will be a problem. This is kind of thick, and I will try to persuade it a bit. Otherwise, I'll just run a thinner spacer in between there. I have a small window of time now. This is Friday. I'm going out there on Sunday. There's a lot of birthdays and stuff happening, so no time until that, except this small window. So I'm going to drill the hole. You can see I made it quite a bit longer than the wooden mock-up. Let's see if I can just hack on the front wheel here, and we'll get a look at the stand. that's what it looks like now. Let's see if we can get a shot with me on it. Now, riding position will be something. Okay, so my plan is to get further front on the bike here, to be able to run my legs almost straight to the rearwards. In that way, less frontal area. It's apparent I need some spacers, of course, because this is not exactly very stiff. Did not get it on tape, but I had a slight mishap here, where this carriage slid partially off the rail and spewed out a lot of its balls. So luckily I've bought 4 and I don't need more than 2. So I'm pretty sure there's it's possible to get balls for these and and fill them up again. But for now I'll just put this aside and use another one. Yeah, and I'll have to make some stops here. That's kind of important. They're just roughly shaped now. I need to cut off more here, and here they will have to. This one will have to have a different shape to allow for the cover. So yeah, but it seems to be working. Whoops, it's kind of unsteady now. So I kept the rails much longer than necessary, and that's to stiffen up the frame. I've also decided to ditch the fuel tank I've showed you, but go for a square tube about 80 millimeters long, so from here to here, and use that as a fuel tank. So you'll see. But that should stiffen up the frame really good, and with some spacers down here, I think it should be great. Now it's kind of wobbly. And that's because there's nothing supporting it on the top side and nothing from here to here. Get kind of high up here and have my legs almost straight, pointing to the rear. So the footrests will be maybe even behind the rear axle. 2 days later, last time I made the engine mount plates. Looking at it now, I can see that I made one of the holes in a slightly wrong position, because as you can see, the pipe is sitting kind of low. So I'm going to re-drill that hole and then finish these mounting plates and make some spacers. That's better. It's not going to sit this far out, but I need to make the spacers here to have it stiff enough, because now it's oops, it's standing there. Now it's wobbling about. I carefully calculated and measured how much I needed to space the engine, but obviously I did it wrong, because I have perfectly aligned the rear side of my pulley to the engine block itself, not the rear face of the front pulley or variator. So yeah, I'm missing 8 millimeters. That means I need to add 8 here, 13 millimeter spacer here. Yep, I don't think I'll bother with making new spacers now. I think I'll I'll ask Per Henrik if he can do it for me. He has a lathe. Speaking of Per Henrik, he has made this. Let's see if I can. I'll put down the camera for him. He has made or welded this beautiful tank out of 50 by 50 aluminium square tube. Drilled some holes and welded in some bushings. There's a filler cap here and a valve there. So the plan is to use it as I think I told you in a couple of days ago, in the last time I filmed there, but I'm going to use it as a stiffener and spacer and tank combined. So what I'll do now is I'll I've also added some stoppers for the linear rails, so so they won't fly off and lose their balls, which is kind of annoying and catastrophic if you don't have another block on the salt, I'd imagine. Thanks again, Per Henrik. Great job, and much better than the small tank I was originally going to use. Start thinking about the engine tensioning setup. I am going to use a clutch lever as the instead of a foot lever to control it. Getting late again. I think this is it for now. Okay, now it's enough. See you next time.